Welcome to S150, Joint Logistics Planning. This lesson explores how joint logistics supports the joint planning process, or JPP, which is crucial for integrating logistics into operational plans. We'll focus on logistics fundamentals and their application in the Charlie 599 practical exercise, preparing you for the Advanced Operations course. This slide emphasizes key takeaways from your S150 lesson. Joint logistics planning enables staff members to determine requirements, assess capabilities, mitigate shortfalls, and assess risks using various tools. Understanding these processes supports freedom of action, operational reach, and prolonged endurance in joint operations, which is crucial for sustainment efforts across a theater. This slide shows how the JTF-J4 Logistics Directorate is tailored to support the Joint Task Force. The J4 advises the commander on logistics matters, develops logistics plans, coordinates common user logistics, and identifies theater requirements, including contract support, to ensure mission success across the operational environment. Joint logistics planning ensures logistics and personnel services support mission accomplishment and redeployment. Key logistics products, the TLA, TLO, COLS, Logistics Estimate, and TDP, integrate and synchronize logistics capabilities with the commander's campaign plan, enabling freedom of action, endurance, operational reach, and flexibility in operations. This slide shows how logistics planning integrates with national strategy and the combatant commander's campaign plan. Joint logistics products, the TLA, TLO, COLS, and Logistics Estimate, inform the theater distribution plan. The J4 captures essential requirements to ensure responsive and adequate support, all aligned with overarching national strategies and campaign plans. This slide outlines the 4 joint planning functions and 7 steps in the JPP, highlighting their alignment with joint logistics planning and Army MDMP. The process integrates facts, assumptions, and staff considerations, producing key logistics products like the ones we talked about earlier. All of these products work together to support theater campaign plans. Theater Logistics Analysis, or TLA, serves as the foundation for understanding and addressing the logistics challenges and opportunities within the operational environment. It provides a comprehensive framework for conceptual planning by assessing critical infrastructure, logistics assets, and environmental factors that could impact the support and sustainment of operations. TLA identifies what resources are available and what obstacles must be overcome, ensuring that logistics planners and commanders have a clear picture of the operational landscape. Key components of TLA include analyzing airfields, seaports, roads, and other vital infrastructure that may influence the success of military operations. It also integrates host nation support agreements and partnerships with local logistics professionals, leveraging their insights and capabilities. The TLA directly supports the development of the Theater Logistics Overview, or TLO, and informs the Logistics Estimate and Concept of Logistics Support, the COLS, ensuring that the Joint Force Commander has a thorough understanding of the theater's logistics capacity. This planning process is crucial for mitigating risks and ensuring operational success across all phases. The Theater Logistics Overview, TLO, articulates the logistics architecture for the Area of Responsibility, or AOR. It frames the theater's overarching mission at the campaign level, identifying capability gaps, risks, and mitigations. The TLO supports the Joint Force Commander's decision-making process by integrating logistics with the operational approach expressed in the CONOPS. Through coordination with intelligence and operations staff, logistics planners anticipate events, decision points, and risks. This analysis helps guide detailed planning and execution. A thorough TLA informs operational plans and ensures logistics support is feasible and adaptable, providing a solid foundation for subsequent plan development. Now, let's transition to discussing the concept of logistics support. The concept of logistics support, or COLS, outlines the integration of the concept of operations and the concept of support, providing the foundational basis for preparing Annex D. It establishes the priorities for support, supply, and movement across all phases of operations. COLS addresses the sustainment of forces, identifying theater support bases, staging bases, and forward locations necessary for operations. It also guides the employment of sea-air interfaces to facilitate joint reception, staging, onward movement, and integration, or JRSO&I, as well as controlling the Common User Logistics, or COL. The development of the concept of logistics support informs decision-making in logistics, ensuring operational plans are feasible and sustainable. Next, we will discuss logistics estimates, the fourth process in joint logistics planning. The logistics estimate is a critical tool in determining how combat service support factors impact mission accomplishment. It assesses feasibility by identifying requirements, evaluating capabilities, and making recommendations. The logistics estimate includes key logistics areas such as supply, transportation, host nation support, operational contract support, and base installation support. By analyzing these areas, logistics planners can synchronize capabilities to sustain combat power. The estimate informs decisions on expanding or augmenting theater logistics capabilities, aligning logistics with the concept of operations, or CONOPS. It also serves as the foundation for refining the concept of logistics support, or COLS, for inclusion in Annex D of the Op Order. Next, we will discuss the Theater Distribution Plan, the fifth process in joint logistics planning. The Theater Distribution Plan, or TDP, provides codified information on the theater's distribution network, expectations, and interface with global networks. It integrates concepts like agility, resilience, and scalability to support combatant commander campaign plans. The TDP addresses deployment and distribution challenges, aligning solutions within the context of operational problem sets. It nests within U.S. Transcom's Global Deployment and Distribution Campaign Plan. TDPs are organized into three annexes: Distribution Network Design, Intelligence and Information Systems, and Network Processes. These annexes structure the analysis of distribution networks and help identify network limitations, ensuring effective and efficient support of operations. So this has been an overview of S150 Joint Logistics Planning. I encourage you to consider these takeaways and how they contribute to the joint planning process. Also, observe how these steps are consistent with something we talked about in an earlier lesson, Dr. Akham's, that framework that talked about determining requirements, assessing capabilities, and so forth. As before, this voiceover video is just an overview. It is not a substitute for a careful study of joint doctrine, especially Chapter 4 of JP 4-0. Thank you.